Hey, this is Shiraz, and before we get started, I just want to let you know that when I clear something for someone, when I cause a shift, I tend to yawn and cough from the energetic shift that happens. I don't know why it happens. It's just how my body works. And if you don't know that, you're going to listen to this video and go, what the hell is wrong with this guy? You might still think that, but now there's more of an explanation. The other thing to keep in mind is that if you hear something that you can absolutely relate to, when I cleared for them, you can get it cleared for you too. Just say yes when they're saying yes, and it works. I have people that watch these videos every morning to get stuff cleared. This can be your new morning habit too. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's get on with the video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get a great shift out of it. See you soon.
I feel like I'm like spiritually, I'm ready to step onto another level, but I'm still mentally holding myself back because I fear that I will not be able to protect myself from people that may want what I have as a gift and as a talent. So I feel like I'm in fear of losing control of what I got or it being taken without my permission.
Okay. Have have you had a history of things being taken without your permission?
Well, I've helped people in the past and they've basically impersonated me with what I've helped them with. They've tried to offer what I've offered them. So it's like the it's like when I help them through the healing process, they take it on and go and try to offer that same service, but I feel like I've never been credited. And then they would come and speak to me more to get more out of me and then offer it like they would offer it as me as opposed to allowing me to offer it myself. And
Okay.
I don't even take compensation when I do help people. So it just feels like I people steal from me and I can't control it because when I step into the mode of helping others, I am not like I just give. I just do it purely and
Mhm.
like I don't know when to stop. I don't know when I'm oversharing and over giving.
Okay. So when you help people and use your gifts, do you have to do it for free?
No,
It's not actually coming up true.
this is not Shiraz.
Okay. So are you willing to step out of the story that when you use your gifts to help people, you have to do it for free?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is when you do something, when you use your gifts, people can try to copy that, but they're not going to get the essence of who you are when they copy it. So they can try to teach the same lessons, but it's not going to be as effective because they're not being them, they're trying to be you.
Mm-hmm.
And so that doesn't work out for people. And when you're worried about people taking what you have and just using it for themselves, you're in this place of lack because there are more than enough people out there that need your help
Mm-hmm.
that you can give and give and give. And some people can take it and steal it and try to use it, but you'll still have plenty of people. So what's happening is the ego that says, well, anyone that does what I've taught them needs to credit me is
Mm-hmm.
actually going to restrict how many people you work with because there's the potential that every person you work with could go out and use your gifts or your teachings, not your specific gifts because those are yours. And because you don't want that to happen, you minimize how many people show up to work with you.
Yeah.
Now, when you don't care and you're like, go ahead, try it, see what kind of results you get from the energy of theft, from the energy of copying rather than um, you know giving credit or learning and honoring who you work with. Well, when they're in that space, it doesn't work out well for them.
Mm-hmm.
So are you willing to step out of the story that every time you help someone, they're going to steal your gifts?
Yes.
Are you willing to step out of the story that you have to minimize how many people you work with to minimize how many people try to steal from you?
Yes.
Is it wrong to get paid for helping someone?
No, it's not. But it's like um, I've helped two people without compensation, and then another person came to ask for help. I said, yes, you're going to have to pay me, but I'll do it for half the price. And even at that rate, they didn't want to help. They didn't want the help anymore. So then it makes me feel like I'm not going to be able to help anybody because nobody can afford help. And am I supposed to be offering this for free? But then I know I can't offer it for free because I have bills to pay and I have to eat as well. So then it's like, okay, nobody's going to come because nobody wants to pay. And I don't want to give it for free. So then let me just shut it off. Let me just not offer anything because I don't know.
Okay, but remember that your stories are creating your reality, and
Yeah.
it's determining who's showing up for you. So if you believe that you're supposed to offer these gifts for free, and you believe no one's going to pay for it, those are the only people that are going to show up in your life, just to confirm your beliefs and create more evidence to support that belief.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of people out there with money. There's a lot of money out there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you step into that world that there's all these people willing to pay for my help, those people will start to show up.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the other thing is you help people for free and they referred people who of course want it for free. So if you stay within that pool, just physically working with those people, you're always going to end up with people that are not willing to pay for your services because you've been giving it away for free.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When I started out and I would work on people for free, one of the caveats was, well, if I work on you for free, I'd like a testimonial to put on my website so that I could build these testimonials so that when I ask for money, people go to my website and say, oh, look, this person said this and this person said this and this person said this. So they were actually paying me that way. Right. But you don't have to do it that way if you're, that's one way to do it, but you can also just go to a different space and start promoting your gifts. So where are you going right now?
So right now, like with the last two experiences, the people that didn't pay, like they've spoken and said their appreciation, and I just taken that and used it as my own testimonials. Like I just shared that as the testimonials because they didn't do it openly, they just did it privately. And like these are the same people that I feel go and try to offer the same services. So I feel like maybe I'm stealing that. I'm taking that energy of stealing this, like, oh, you don't
Yep.
want to show everybody that I'm helping you. So I'm going to take you saying thank you for helping me and show that I'm actually helping you since you don't want to acknowledge it.
Yeah. And I advise you not to do that. If you get a testimonial, you get the permission from that person to do a testimonial. And that's why, make the agreement before I help you. If it works for you, give me the testimonial.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And yeah, so then there's all this anger, this frustration, this envy of what's going on with these people you're working with. So again, what if you started working with people outside that circle you're in right now?
I didn't know I was in a circle, but I don't know. I think,
Well, it's a circle of two people and the person they're referred to. So it's a very small circle right now.
yeah, right now it's a small circle in the sense that these are people that like reach out to me to ask, but it's like it's not people that I've reached out to. They've reached out to me as opposed to I reaching out. Like I've put it out there to promote myself, but I don't really get many people coming in. It's just
Okay. So when you say you've put it out there, what does that mean?
like I've offered the services and made and posted that it's available, but
Where?
I like on my Instagram.
Okay. Do you have like a huge Instagram following?
It's a decent amount.
Okay. So there's so there's ways to get people off of various social medias, but then there's also you having to put yourself out there. So it's easier to just post on Instagram, okay, this is what I do, and then just sort of see what trickles out there. But if you are actually going out to network, to speak, to going to places where people are expecting to do business and promoting yourself, you're much more likely to get people that are willing to pay because that's the environment you've stepped into.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're just working with people that that come up to you and say, can you help me? Well, then a lot of times there's no expectation of payment.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. So you need to start going to networking events. You need to start getting on podcasts and talking about yourself. You need to be on speaking gigs. You need to do whatever it takes to make yourself visible and get your message out there and make people aware of your gifts, so that people will say, "Oh my God, I need to work with Ata and get this stuff resolved."
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because we're having this conversation, but you haven't actually said what this gift is.
I think it's a gift of healing and helping others process certain things that maybe it's difficult for them, or like processing issues that maybe they don't talk to others about. Like just being there for people, I find helps them. Like
Yes.
people, a lot of people find that they can confide in me. So they'll tell me things that they wouldn't necessarily tell other people. And I help them like understand like how they can process those things or process those emotions. And it seems to help a lot of people.
Okay, good. So now you just need to create a package around that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, promote how it's going to affect the people, the results they're going to get, and then put that price out there and get people to come in.
Okay.
Okay. So it's interesting because I can just sort of feel your energies. Like, do you want this to be a business?
I do want it to be a business in the sense that it's something that helps others, and if it's something that I feel is very valuable and
Mhm.
is worth a lot. So I would be, if I was allowing myself to get what I'm worth, it would help me get to a place where I can help even more people and help myself as well. But it's like I think I'm just still in fear of becoming bigger than I am now. I think I'm still in that place of I'm comfortable here, and it's scary to move from where I'm at, because I keep telling myself, hey, maybe I should start vlogging, maybe I should start a podcast. But I keep putting the limitation of when I move out of here, because I don't like this place. So it's
Mhm.
like, if I started to do that, I would be able to move out of here much quicker. But
Yep.
then that's what I'm using as, no, I have to wait till I move out of here. But it's like, that's what's going to help me move out of here.
Okay. So are you willing to step out of the story that you can only create the success you want once you've moved out? There is resistance.
I'll lie to you and say yes.
Okay, well, that's not a real yes. So we both know that.
Yes, yes.
Okay, why would it only be possible to create success after you move out?
Because I don't feel like this is a healthy environment for me, and I don't feel like I'd be offering good quality stuff. I feel like I'd always be restricting myself because I don't feel like this place is healthy for me, and I'm not going to perform my best when I don't feel like I'm being my best, or I don't feel free.
But if you need to be your best to get out of there and you've decided you can't be your best while you're there, how are you going to get out of there?
I don't know, Shiraz, zap me out of here.
I don't do the zapping. I give you the opportunity to zap yourself.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it's just a restriction that I'm placing on myself just because I feel comfortable. So I want to be complacent, in a
Mm-hmm.
sense of being complacent is comfortable and I know how it works and I can control certain things from here. It's when I move out of here, then it's going to be a different thing that I'm not used to. It's going to be success, and I'm used to struggle and survival. So it's like, how would I deal with that? Would I mess it up and then end up back here? Like I think it's a lot to unfold. It's a lot to process
Okay.
because it's just all in my head.
Yep. And let's just look at it logically and what the possible outcomes are. So you don't do anything, so you never achieve success. You're just stuck there. You're not happy, right? Or you create success and it doesn't work for you. So you have success for a little while and then you end up back where you were.
Mhm.
But now instead of just constantly being where you were, you've had this experience of success.
Mhm.
Or you do it again and again, and you have multiple experiences of success, but end up back where you were. Or you create success and you stay in success, and then even create more success moving from there. Every possibility except the one you're staying in allows for moments of happiness, success, and growth. And you're choosing the one you're staying in.
Yeah.
So are you willing to step out of the story that it's better to stay where you are than to create success and possibly end up back where you are?
Yes. Wow, that was big.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like. And if you had a shift of your own, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Also, check out the description for energetic magic events that you can attend every single month. Be well, be aware, and be magical.